I tried journaling for 7 days. Stay tuned for the end result. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Diamond Jones, and in this video I decided to try journaling for a week. So I've heard a lot about journaling and basically the benefits of it. It's very good for your mental health. It can help you to de-stress, and with all these benefits and emotional things involved with it, I thought it would be pretty helpful to go and try it out for myself. So I gave it 7 days and this is what happened. So when I started off with journaling, one of the first things I did was look up some journal prompts that I had saved on my Pinterest account. So you can definitely find a lot of journal prompts on here. There's ones for self-discovery, which you can do at any time of the day. There's ones for just how to set your specific morning routine to accomplish whatever you want to do in that time and space. And there's ones just for self-reflection in general. So definitely take your pick, but Pinterest is definitely a great platform to use when you're starting your journaling journey. The prompts can really help you to think more, and they can actually help you to get more lengthy responses if you're really trying to dig deep while you're journaling. So when I first started journaling, I would write the date, the day of the week, and also write your location if you really want to keep track on where you were and look back at these later on. So as you can see, I switched from a pencil to a pen just to make it look a bit fancier. You can definitely use a pencil if you're afraid of messing stuff up, but honestly, I am totally fine with using a pen and just marking stuff off, but do whatever works for you. The first journal prompt that I used / created was super simple and something just to start off my journaling journey really quickly. Also, I posted all of the journal prompts that I used during this video on my Instagram, so definitely look them up to see them in greater detail. But the second one became kind of my baseline journal prompt. So here is my desk setup. I have my computer to look at Pinterest, and then I just pull out my notebook and I write usually only a page, a simple one, and I usually do take up the whole page. You can definitely use 2 pages, but anything that works for you, of course. Again, here I am writing the date and the specific day as well. So today's prompt, I kind of tried to mix it up a little bit, and instead of a more morning kind of journal prompt that helps me set my day, I didn't want to really think about myself, and this was more of a self-discovery journal prompt that helps you to think about your career and your future. So it says, if you could have any career, what would it be and why? And this is something that you can really imagine and think into, which is definitely something that's longer but really fun if you take the time to do it.
So good, I'm down for you.
Okay, so I'm about to start my journaling session for the day. It is Tuesday, June 7th. So I'm gonna start journaling. I'm gonna try to find maybe like a new kind of one from Pinterest of some prompts. I may keep some of the current ones that I'm using, but I definitely want to try out some different ones to see like the difference. Torn between like self-discovery ones. There's one for confidence. So I may do the self-discovery one mixed with some of like the morning routine ones I've already been doing. So these are the things. I have the typical things that I write down, some extra things I can start doing today, and then I put down some new things. Okay, so I'm finished journaling for the day. I think I would just like to give a little check-in on how it's going so far. So far I think that this journaling has been really good for me. Actually, I'm really surprised, and it doesn't take as much time as you would think it would. Yeah. And this is why you should always film in the morning. I've kind of modified my journal prompts. This is what it looks like. It's kind of hard to see, but originally I was doing it in black, but now I'm putting my responses in purple. So I think it's pretty helpful so far. And my dad, he's there again, so yeah, that's all I'm going to say for this one. So for this next day, I have the baseline of similar things, which are 3 things I'm thankful for with 3 things I can get done, and also think about what I can do for myself, what I can do for God, and what I can do for others. Helps me to really be mindful about the relationships I'm in. Hey, so I'm back for journaling another day. Yesterday was my birthday, so I skipped journaling because I had to go get my permit and stuff, and there wasn't really that much time or anything really to... Well, I guess there was something to journal about, but like not as I usually do. There wasn't anything that I need to certainly like accomplish or whatever that was like in my control. But today I think I'm going to journal again, but I'm going to do it in a different way, and I'm going to try it on Notion. I don't know, I'm just really tired and I don't feel like writing on paper. I don't know. So I'm going to try it on Notion to see if online versus paper really makes a difference when it comes to journal prompts. This next journal prompt was mainly about looking at the future and ultimately your dream life. So thinking about how that makes you feel, what's in your dream life, and how can you work towards it. I'll definitely have these in my Instagram, so if you're looking for any of this specific stuff, definitely go check it out. Ultimately, I would really suggest doing at least one of these journal prompts once, because self-reflection is really the key to progression, so definitely check out one of these on Pinterest. And now for my last day of journaling, not really, but the last one for this video. I really looked into some more emotional and mental health journal prompts, along with the typical ones that I already use to make it a special customized journal prompt. In this prompt, I talked a lot about what I'm grateful for, what I'm praying for, my goals, and what I'm going to do and get done. So now for the part that you have all been waiting for. Did journaling actually help, and did it work? Well, I think actually that journaling is super helpful. It helps you to really write things down and process your thoughts and emotions in a really organized manner. I personally wrote a lot as a form of journaling in this video, but I also did try out doing it on Notion in just like a template, and even doing it on my phone. And yes, those are ways to do it if it's not convenient to journal, but I definitely think journaling is much more efficient and helpful if you do it on paper. But ultimately, the benefits and the sayings are really true about journaling. It is very good for your mental health. It helps me to plan out my days so much better just because of the journal prompts that I was giving. Instead of putting like a whole like 7 task listing on Notion, I would just put 3 things that I want to get done today, and I would usually get those done because it's a pretty small list, and it ultimately left me feeling more accomplished afterwards than I usually do if I were to use Notion or something like that. However, I did not journal all of the time. As you can see, I did skip some days. I skipped my birthday, and I usually skip the weekends as well, because a lot of the time on the weekends it's just my break and I don't really feel a need to journal, because I usually was using journaling to plan out my day. But I definitely think if you want to do like more emotional journaling or self-reflection, it is definitely good to do it on weekends as well if you find that helpful. But I definitely think it's helpful even if you don't do that and you just do it on the weekdays where you know you're going to be in a more mental capacity to stress about things, or even need a clearer mind during those days. I think it can be really helpful during that time. I really do like journaling. The only thing is that it's hard to be consistent in it, but I've definitely picked up some of the journaling tactics that I've been using, such as the 3 things I can get done today, what can I do for God today, what can I do for others today. And I'll definitely link in my Instagram. I'll probably post something of all the journaling prompts that I used and responded to, so definitely be on the lookout for that. But ultimately, I think that this is a really good practice. It is super helpful. It's not something you have to do every day, but it's something that is definitely super helpful if you choose to do it. So definitely, if you're interested in journaling, I would definitely suggest that you give it a try. Try it out for a week or a couple of days or so and just see if it makes a difference. And so with that being said, I definitely want to know if you've tried journaling before down in the comments. If you haven't, are you thinking about it? And if you do try to journal, definitely leave a comment telling me how your experience was and maybe what you liked or disliked about it. Anyways, I hope that you like this video. As always, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So at this point in the video, I did want to mention something which I mentioned in the last video, which is that I have a podcast that is out now. At the time that I'm filming this, it is now on Buzzsprout, Amazon Music, Spotify. I think it's on a platform called Podvine. It's on TuneIn Radio. So if you use any of those platforms and you want to listen to the podcast on there, definitely do so. As you can see from my handy mic right here, this podcast is mainly meant for teens, but if you're a parent of a teen or maybe no teens, definitely send it to them as well. It's called Tea Time with Teens, so you can follow that on Instagram at Tea Time with Teens, and you can also find the link in my YouTube Instagram, and I'll probably have it linked in the video or in the comments, so definitely look out for that. Thank you for watching this video, and like I said before, stay blessed. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.